is up, my fellow Bills fans? Now, check it out. A lot of guys have been talking about J.J. Watt this and J.J. Watt that, to the Steelers, to the Packers, to the Bills, to the Ravens, to the Browns, to the Titans, to whoever. I'm here to explain to you why the Bills are the best fit for that man. Right? Now, there are many different factors that are involved in here. Salary cap space is one. And let's not front, it's a pretty important one, right? You got to be able to pay for the services of the gentleman that you're trying to procreate, right? You want this person on your team, you got to be able to pay for his services. That's first and foremost, right? Everybody wants their freaking money. So, can the Bills afford to do so? Well, as I've stated in previous videos, 5 players released, cut, traded, whatever you want to call it. 5 players gone, $35 million in cap space. Now, is J.J. Watt going to cost us $35 million a year? Absolutely not. He's more likely in the $6 to $10 million range. I'd say 8, 9, 9.5 tops. Now, what does J.J. Watt do for your franchise? I'll tell you what he does for your franchise. He brings leadership to your franchise, right? The Bills have lacked this level of leadership since Lorenzo Alexander retired last year. He was clearly a missing link. He was clearly a missing piece in our defense. Now, is it because of Lorenzo's great skill set? No, it's not. Was Lorenzo a very good player? Absolutely, he was. Did he have good reading skills? Yes. Did he have the ability to tell players where to be because the play is going this way? Yes. Was he the fastest? No. Was he the strongest? No. What he was cerebral. He was mental. He could get in there and make you do what he needed you to do, and you knew it was the right thing to do. Why? Because he was a leader. That's what he did. What does J.J. Watt do? He does that same exact thing, but he does it from a different position on the field. J.J. Watt brings it to you from defensive end rather than linebacker. Now, is he going to come into this defense and blow it all up from the get-go? No. No, he's not. In Houston, J.J. Watt played 90 to 95% of the snaps on defense. In Buffalo, we run a rotation where the max a defensive lineman gets is about 55% of the snaps. Now, may J.J. Watt command more? He may command 60-65%. But that's really depending on if we play him just at end, or do we switch him in there occasionally with Ed Oliver? Do him and Ed Oliver flip places every now and then? There are many different nuances that he can bring to this defense that we haven't seen before. We haven't had a guy versatile like J.J. Watt. Maybe Ed Oliver is that versatile. We don't know. We know why? Because we never had somebody that we could interchange him with on the line to go inside and out. Maybe they go inside and out, switch each other's positions, and stunt. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just do what they do. We don't know. However, we do know that J.J. Watt is the type of player who brings the attitude, he brings the leadership, he brings the spunk. He makes your team better here. Not just here, not just here, not just here and here, but here. And if you ask John Madden, 90% of the game is half mental. Sorry, I had to throw it in there. I love John Madden. Great coach back in the day. However, I'm a Bills fan and I want what's best for my boys. I want the W's. You know what I'm saying? I want the W's in Buffalo. I want us to be the best. Right? Now, what do you do? What do you do? Because our offense was good enough to carry us, right? Our defense wasn't really that great this past year. They stepped up in the playoffs against the Ravens. They did pretty decent against the Colts. Decent against the Colts. Let's be specific there. And they looked like crap against the eventual Super Bowl losers, the Chiefs. They just did. They looked like crap against them. They looked like shit. Don't like using foul language, but I don't give a damn. This is my channel. You don't like it, move the hell on, right? Now, what happens when you bring J.J. Watt in there? He's going to make sure that Edmonds knows his assignment. He's going to make sure that Oliver knows his assignment. He's going to make sure that Epinesa, that Hughes know their assignments. Now, Some of those guys don't need to know their assignments. They know them. We're getting Star Lotulelei back. Star is our blocker eater. He's going to go in there. He's going to mangle. Not really. He's going to go in there. He's going to get blocked by two guys. And that's going to get everybody else one-on-one. Now, who do you want one-on-one? Do you want J.J. Watt in there? Taking a one-on-one? Or do you want A.J. Epinesa? The short answer is J.J. Watt. Right? Now, what can J.J. Watt do for A.J. Epinesa? Because there is something he can do. He can provide veteran leadership to A.J. Epinesa to allow him to progress his game forward. And make him better. He can make him a better player. Why? Because he can bestow upon him the knowledge that he has built up over the 10 years of his NFL career. Now, what can the Bills do for J.J. Watt? We can help him win that elusive, that ever so difficult to get to Super Bowl ring. And what can he do for us? He can A, provide us a presence on defense that is leadership and just raw power available. He can come in here and just give us what we need to go forward. J.J. Watt is the guy that the Bills defense has been lacking for years. A year. The offense had to come on this past year, and they did, and we went 13-3. Clearly our offense is on the right path. Now it's time to take our defense and bring them back. And how do you do that? You bring back a leader. Now, Lorenzo Alexander is not coming back. He's just not. He's happy at home. He's got his kids. He's got his wife. He's happy. We need a guy who's wanting to come in here and wants to be here. He wants to lead still. He wants to win a ring. J.J. Watt is that guy. J.J. Watt is that guy. We need to go get J.J. Watt now. We need to go and sign him. We need to go ahead and let go of Vernon Butler. We need to go ahead and let Jefferson walk. We need to go ahead and let Addison walk. We need to go ahead and let John Brown walk. We need to go ahead and let whoever else we need to let walk. There's 5 dudes. I'm forgetting the 5th guy who it is. I really am. It's Butler, Jefferson, Addison, John Brown, maybe Mitch Morse. You signed Feliciano to be your center. There's no reason why this team can't take a step forward. Personally, I keep Mitch Morse. I try and bring Feliciano on a 3-year, 4-year deal where he takes less this year, but he gets a big signing bonus, and then it hits us more later, so that way we get more at the back end, because this year we're being hit because the cap's not going up. It's staying about the same. Right? That's never planned for. You don't plan for that before a pandemic, because you don't know the pandemic's coming. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason why we can't try and make this work with some of our guys. Now, Milano might walk. JJ doesn't provide what Milano provides. He's not a coverage guy. He's not a guy who's going to go out there and stop tight ends from getting what they get. But what he is a guy who's going to do is going to go out there and get after quarterbacks. So they don't have the option to try and get to that tight end. They don't get to go through their 2 receiver reads and then get to a tight end. And then when Epinesa steps on the field, he's going to have a guy like J.J. Watt in his ear. Hey, bro, don't let him get there. This is what you do. I'm not him, so I don't know, right? I'm not going to pretend to know. I'm not that guy. I don't sit here and pretend to have knowledge I don't have. However, what I do know is that J.J. Watt provides what I can't. He provides what Mario Addison couldn't. He's the guy who can provide what Vernon Butler couldn't, which is a leader in our front 7, which we have lacked this year. Who was our leader? Jerry Hughes? Too undisciplined. Who was our leader? Vernon Butler? Not good enough. Mario Addison? All right, maybe a little bit, but no. Star Lotulelei wasn't in the lineup. Milano? He's 4 years in. He's not that big a leader. He's also very quiet. Edmonds is 22 years old. You think he feels comfortable going out there and leading 30-year-old men yet? No. In most cases, he's a rookie this year at his age. No, absolutely not. I see people on the regular talking about get rid of Edmonds. He's 22. Most rookies come in the NFL at 22 to 23 years old. Josh Allen's about to be 25 next year. right? He's 3 years older than him. He's been in the league the same amount of time. What are we talking about here? Some people are ridiculous, right? Is he playing out of position? Maybe. Maybe. However, is he young enough to learn the position and go forward? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Let's not sleep on what somebody like J.J. Watt, someone with leadership and someone with the ability to actually teach these guys can do. Look what Tom Brady did in Tampa Bay. Those guys were 7-9 last year. Granted, they had a quarterback who threw 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions and had 35 total turnovers. The difference isn't just Tom Brady going in there and decreasing the amount of touchdowns. It's not just that. Or turnovers, excuse me. It's also Tom Brady going in there and telling him, look, whoa. What you crying at the end of the NFC Championship game? We're not done yet. We got another game. What are you crying for? We made a Super Bowl. Oh, you know what? No one cares. We made it. We got to win that bitch. That's what we got to do. We got to go there and we got to win. Because no one gives a damn about who lost the Super Bowl. No one. I don't give a damn if the Chiefs lost the Super Bowl. I don't care. Did they win the Super Bowl? No. We lost the AFC Championship game. Do I care about that? I'm a Bills fan. Of course I do. But does anybody else? Absolutely not. Anybody who's not a Bills fan doesn't care. They don't. They don't give a damn. Well, the Bills came in second again, but not in the big one. That's what we're going to get. That's what we're going to hear. We don't care about that. No one does. I don't care if the Chiefs lost. I don't care if the Packers lost in the NFC Championship game. I don't give a damn. Not a single solitary F. I'm going to try and keep it as clean as possible, I promise. Now, J.J. Watt is going to bring to this defense the attitude, the mindset, the mental aptitude, the leadership, the stuff we've been missing this whole season in 2020. If he comes to Buffalo, you can best believe this defense takes steps forward. And it's not because of just his physical ability. It's mostly because of his mental aptitude. He's going to help us win on defense. He's not going to help the offense. He's going to help us win on defense. Now, he may help the offense a little bit because he's providing that guy on defense to challenge you more. But the mentality of the defense shifts left or right depending on what they see. Because J.J. Watt is out there saying, hey, they're blocking right because they're going to run left. They got a counter coming, and we're not about to see it, but I see it. And the defense can then make changes. J.J. Watt is a vital piece of that Texans defense, whether you like it or not. And in this defense, he's not going to see 90% of the snaps. And it's not going to take $17 million to pay him. And he's already in Buffalo. He's already in Buffalo. The man just, from what I understand, he rented out, the Sky Bar? So he's already here. We've already got Andre Reed on the recruitment process. We have already got Stephon Diggs on the recruitment process. You can best believe that Josh Allen is howling at your boy. J.J. Watt to Buffalo is one of the most likely scenarios that you will see. One of the most likely scenarios that you will see is J.J. Watt in Buffalo. And you know what? That bodes ill for anybody playing Buffalo. We were a Hail Mary away from being 14-2, and we were just attitude away from making the Super Bowl. And God knows what we would do to Tom Brady after all these years of resentment in the Super Bowl. Come on now. It's a different game if we're in it. It's a different game if we're in it. Our tackles weren't hurt. We were a complete team for the most part outside the run game. You give us another year to build. You give us another year to pick up a guard so our run game can be mediocre at best, which is fine because it wasn't even mediocre this year. You give us a mediocre run game to help balance out Josh's attack, and this team is taking steps in the direction that no one has seen since 1990. Except this time we win. No wide right. We win. There's no reason to doubt the Bills now. We have the tools, we have the general manager, we have the coach, we have the players, and we have the potential to take the next step. I'm not the type of guy who likes to say, well, we'll do it next year. I don't like doing that stuff. But, stuff. Like my man, the snowman would say. I don't like doing that stuff. But, I'm going to tell you this right here. If we can get somebody like J.J. Watt on his defense, he will impact us in a way we have not seen since Bruce Smith played defense here. This team is literally 1 or 2 pieces away. 1 or 2 pieces away. Now, I've said some outlandish stuff in my short YouTube career because it's not been long. Like the Bills will win the AFC Championship game, and I was wrong. We lost that game. However, we are not done. We are not defeated. We are going to go forward. We are going to lead this division into the future. We are not dependent on any one piece. Is Josh Allen the driving force? Absolutely. If he goes down, do I think that we can't win games? No. I think we can. Is it going to be harder? Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is. But this defense can be great. 1 or 2 pieces. That's it. And we win a Super Bowl. So, I'm done with my rant. I'm done with this part of my, spiel, right? There are many other moves we can make, right? There are other guys who can go out there and get. We can go get Bowser from the Ravens, who might not be that expensive because salary caps are going down. Oh my God. There are guys we can go out there and snatch up. And I'm just not concerned. We have the moves to make. We just need to make them. We just need to convince people to come to Buffalo. We just need to let them know. We here. And going through you is not going to be a problem for us. We ain't scared. We ain't worried. We're not about to bow down to anybody. The Buffalo Bills are here to move forward. We're here to take our first ring. We're here to take our next ring after that. Because our GM, he ain't playing no numbers games. He is the numbers game. Just recognize this. The Bills are not the same old Bills. Let's go, Buffalo. Hey, hey. Let's go, Buffalo. Don't sleep on the kid. Don't sleep on the Bills. Don't sleep on Buffalo. We are here and we are coming for our ring. And we want that now. But we gotta wait a year. But we want it now. Josh Allen last year went to the playoffs. Went to Houston. Lost that game. That stoked the fire in him never seen before. This year, fire burns hotter. He doesn't just want to make the playoffs. As he said before, I want that fucking ring. I want the shirt that says Super Bowl fucking champions. That's what he wants. Let's go, Bills. Oh, shoot. I just got a notification that TD Finstock 15K celebration. Congratulations, brother. I'm not a fan of the Dolphins, but, I recognize, somebody who's got a decent channel. However, you delusional ass, I'll see you in the future, bro. No worries. Let's go, Bills. Let's go, Mafia. As my man Benny the Butcher said, we the Mafia. Let's go, Buffalo.